Okay, come on. Hello. Are we live? We are indeed, I think. Oh, it is not Brighton 1-0. I need to change that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live watch along. Today we've got Manchester United versus Brighton. We need to build on our big win from the opening game of the season. 2 wins in 2 would be fantastic going into that Liverpool game. Much needed. Hello, Ronnie. How are we doing, lad? Good to have you in early on. But yeah, welcome on in, fellas. Give me your score predictions for the game. Give me your thoughts on the starting lineup as well. Obviously, we've got an unchanged lineup from the first game. Maybe had expected De Ligt to come in, although, to be fair, we saw when Casemiro first joined the club, it took him ages to actually get his first start because McTominay actually had a decent start to the season. So we have had a lot of discussion about Ten Hag needs to reward good performances. And to be fair, Harry Maguire in the last game played well. And so I'm not too bothered about Maguire starting today. Obviously, for the long term, we will see De Ligt start. But as he gets used to his fellow colleagues, how they play, obviously, he knows how Ten Hag wants to play, being in that Ajax setup. But I think we will see him come into the team pretty soon. So I'm not too worried about that. Hopefully, Maguire can put in the performance like he did in the last game, and then we've got nothing to worry about. But it's a long season. De Ligt will become Manchester United's starting centre-back. But for the time being, we've got Maguire, who's not a bad option, is he? Let's be honest. You've got a 2-1 bet for Manchester United. Yes, Callum. It says Fulham, bro, change it. Does it? Oh, did I not update the title? Let's have a look. All right, let's have a look. Thank you for that, though, by the way. Settings. Right, where do I change that? But yeah, how are we all doing? Give me your score predictions. Got to be able to change it pretty easily. Right, I'm just going to go offline and then restart it because I can't actually see how you change the live stream title. So I'll see you in a second, fellas. Not for you on YouTube, though. Ronnie, how are we doing? Do I remember you, Robbie? Yeah, I do indeed. You're going 3-0 United, Ronnie. Welcome on in. Yes, bruv. Of course I welcome you. Remember you. Right, so I'm going to update the title on TikTok. Give me 1 second. Brighton. How's everyone's start to the weekend been? I quite like seeing United play 12:30 on a Saturday, especially if we win, because and then it sort of makes the weekend, doesn't it? But yeah, it's great. It will be great to get the weekend started and the start to the season off to a United win, wouldn't it? Okay. Ten Hag is going to cause more bullshit this season. Behave. Bruno can't finish. I mean, Bruno, you can't knock Bruno, can you? I know he didn't have a great game in the last game, but you know, Bruno's one of our most important players. I can't really say too many bad things. Our captain as well. Can't really say too many bad things about Bruno. Bruno, I mean, that will be how we play eventually, isn't it? I mean, we're not going to start with Bruno in a false nine all season. But that's the way we started. We created a fair amount of chances. There's been some negativity about how we played in the last game, but I just don't see it. I thought we could have scored 3 or 4. We should have scored 3 or 4. It's just down to finishing. And Fulham, other than that one chance sort of that never ended in a shot where Maguire intercepted the pass, that was literally their only threatening attack. There was a shot from distance, but it was the only time they really braked us down. And we were the midfield last season was just getting completely ran through. So I'm happy with the way that game went. Long time no see. A-levels are finally taken care of. The PC is repaired. Just hit me up if you need highlights again. Yes, Ethan, I appreciate that, buddy. I do want to ramp things up this season. So yeah, definitely, mate. I would appreciate that. So yeah, I'll speak to you like straight after the game. I'll send you a message, mate. Not sure about Garnacho. We can do it in exactly the same way as last time. So that drive is still active. That Google Drive. So we can do it in exactly the same way. But I massively appreciate that. Not sure about Garnacho starting. Would have started Xerxes. Well, yeah. I mean, Garnacho's not starting. It's exactly the same team as which started the season in the first game. So that is, I'll just go through it. Onana, Mazraoui. I need to swap Delo and Mazraoui around because Mazraoui's playing right back. Delo's playing on the left. Obviously, Delo's best position is on at right back, but Mazraoui's played so well in the last game, and Mazraoui can play left back as well. So we've got sort of cover there because you don't know how many games Luke Shaw's going to be able to play this season, but we've got Onana in goal, Delo left back, Martinez, Maguire, the centre back partnership. De Ligt is that, which means obviously De Ligt is on the bench. Mazraoui right back, midfield 3 of Casemiro, Mainu, and Mount. Rashford on the left, Ahmad on the right, and Bruno up top, but more playing in that false 9 position. Why not play Mount off the left and Rashford up front? I think we've seen Mount. We've seen Rashford up front. He's just not good up front. You know, I prefer him playing in his best position off the left. I wouldn't have minded seeing Garnacho over Rashford and playing Ahmad and Garnacho. But to be honest, I can't. There's going to be a lot of negativity around this starting lineup. I can already feel it, but I'm okay with it. Been way too long. Was at the Fulham game last year. The vibes are good. Yeah. How's my FPL doing? Yes, Jord. How are you, bro? Haven't seen you in a while. Love the streams. Wow, it's good to have you back. Hello, Deck. Score prediction. Yes, Senior. My score prediction is going to be a 2-1 win to Manchester United. But yeah, good to have all the boys in today. Oh, you were at the Fulham game last week. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, the vibes are good. I mean, we should have won by more. We're running the YouTube Twitch combo. Yeah, I'm back on Twitch. And by the way, if you put in, I'm doing this. I've set this up again. So on Twitch, which is RNA_deck, the same as on YouTube, same as on TikTok. On Twitch, if you type !goal plus the minute that you think the first goal is going to get scored in, I will be given a gifted sub if you get it right. So the minute that the first goal will be scored in. If there's multiple people that get it right, then I'll do a spin the wheel for who gets the gifted sub. I do play FPL. I haven't actually looked at. Let's have a look together, shall we? I haven't created a league this year. I know it's not too late, but to be honest, what's my comment over Maguire over De Ligt? I'm okay with it. Thank you, Jordan, for the follow. I appreciate that. I'm okay with it. You know, we said all last season when Rashford was playing over and over when he was playing poorly that we should be rewarding players on good performances. You know, Maguire had a fantastic performance in the last game, potentially man of the match. And to drop him off the back of that performance, I'm not so sure. I'm just happy that when we've got Maguire, Martinez, Yoro fit as well, and De Ligt, that we've got 4 good centre-backs there in which we can rotate and stay strong. You know, we're not going to have a Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans was our player that started the most last season at centre-back. That is mental. We're not going to have a situation like that this season. So I'm okay with that, personally. Let's have a look at my FPL anyway. I think it was... Actually, I do remember. I think it was just... I had an okay, middle-of-the-road sort of beginning. 67 points, yeah. I didn't get that, mate. Hopefully get over 100 this week, yeah. I got... Let's have a look on my phone, actually, because I'm already signed in. True, I see your point. But yeah, Degsy. I mean, I would have been happy to see De Ligt as well, to be honest. I would have been happy to see De Ligt. Go on then. Wait, let me show you our new dog as well for those that haven't seen. Go on then. Oh, she's just about to go on a walk, so she's wearing her coat, but she's very cute. Oh, come on. Oh no. Oh, the lights have all broke. The lights have all fell down. Hello. Yes. Go that way. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's this, little baby? Yeah. Oh. I'm showing Polly to the stream, but the lights fell down. Yeah. So yeah. Hopefully we can get the win. Polly wants a win. You're a big Man United fan, aren't you? Eh? You're from the Ukraine, so you support Shakhtar Donetsk, probably. Your eyes are running a little bit. Okay, we've got 2 minutes until kickoff, Polly, so you enjoy your walk. And I'll enjoy watching Man United win. Yeah? And then we can go on a walk together later. Okay? Good girl. Yes. Go on then. Go down. Oh. Right, I need to sort the lights out now. Good girl. The lights have all fell down, so let me just sort that out. Okay. Ahmad's going to cook, yeah. Yes, Dave, how are we doing? How are we doing? Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of discussion whether Ahmad would start this game because there was some... P.S. How was my curry? What, last week? It was decent, actually. It's not as good... I mean, I'd prefer it to have it as soon as it arrives. Obviously, when you've got to warm it back up, it's not the best, especially when you've got like a Peshwari naan. I ate that like cold. What wasn't the best in that respect, but still decent, still very decent. But you're in need of a Rashi masterclass. Yeah, to be fair, I don't think Rashford played terrible last week, but yeah, hopefully he can. I mean, he should have got an assist for Garnacho, shouldn't he? At the end, that was a. I don't know. I missed it, to be honest. But yeah, we need to keep up that good level of performances. That's the start from last season. We got to keep Danny Welbeck quiet. He's got 99 goals, I think, in his senior career. I think I just saw the stat there. So hopefully he doesn't score his 100 today. But yeah, my prediction's the same as Avinash in the TikTok chat. It's 2-1 United. By the way, if you did want to go on Twitch and you type in the following !goal followed by a minute like that, that's the minute that you think a first goal will be scored in. You will be getting a gifted sub off me if you get it right, and you're the only one with that minute. If not, I'll do a spin the wheel to see who gets a gifted sub. Yeah, let's see if it works on YouTube. I don't think it will. Yeah, it's because all this the stream bot goes through Twitch, so I don't even know if I can do it on YouTube. If I can, I will, but I need to figure that out. Right, we are underway in the match. I will be, as I was sort of for periods last season, I'm using Sky Stream. They have improved the delay, but it's still maybe going to be like 20 seconds behind. But it was like a minute and a half, which was mental. So they've massively improved it, but because it's like Sky streamers all through the internet, it's not as much as you're watching like via cable TV. So I will be a little bit behind. But yeah, good to have you boys in. Seagulls behave. Go on then, boys. Mazwar, we want to see another great performance. It was an unbelievable debut performance from him. To be honest, I don't think anyone had a bad game. Delo was a bit quiet, but he was obviously out of position and definitely does a solid job there. Everyone played well. So, you know, there was a lot of negativity saying, oh, it's the same as last season. But it wasn't, because we were shipping chances, like we were conceding chances left, right and centre last season. Whereas Fulham had almost no chances whatsoever. I even did a comparison of the stats from last season on my match review, from last season to the game that just happened. And we conceded like less than half of the chances that we did in the other two games. I think it was something like 16 chances last season in one game and 18 in another to Fulham. And then it was only like they only had like 6 shots total, 2 on target in the first game. So that is a massive difference. That is a lot more compact, a lot more difficult to create chances against us. And like I say, their only real chance that they looked like they could score was one that didn't even materialise into a shot, where Maguire intercepted that ball. Where if he gets played through, then the player would have been 1-on-1 with the keeper. But to go through 90 minutes and have that as the only real dangerous opportunity, and there was a lot of like punditry after that was looking at that one chance. But in 90 minutes to basically just have that, and then I think there was a long range effort as well, which was a good save by Onana. But just to have that in 90 minutes of football, considering the chances that we created, there was only one team that was going to win that, and we won that, and we rightfully deserve that as well. When's my boy Cobby getting a new number? Yeah, he should do, shouldn't he? 37. Oh, ball in. Yes, well held by Onana. There was a player sliding in. Was it Martinez sliding in? Or Maguire? It looked like he could have got a... I'm glad he didn't get a little touch, because that would have made it more difficult. Yeah, it was Martinez sliding in. I'm glad he didn't get a little touch. Good switch by Bruno. Great touch by Mazraoui as well. Oh, Amad Diallo, there was a little bit of a... Oh, great ball into the hands of the keeper. There was a little bit of discussion whether Amad would start today, because he posted on Instagram saying... it wasn't like this, but it was like rest in peace mum or something like that. And people thought it was his mum that had passed away. But it was like he clarified saying that it was like it might have been a relative or somebody that he's very close to, but not his actual biological mother that died. See ya. Have fun. So yeah, there was some speculation, but oh yeah, no, that did work then. Exclamation mark goal 11. I need to remember to close that. But this is obviously, it's early on in the season, but I quite like the fact that it's built up. You know, we started off with Fulham, which is not like facing a newly promoted side. Although, you know, when it's the first game of the season for the newly promoted side, I think you'd rather face them any time after the first game because they're going to be obviously highly motivated, especially if it's away. But I think it's quite nice to gradually build up. So you got Fulham, Brighton away, which is a really difficult game, but not. It's winnable, and then you got Liverpool straight after. So you'd rather that than just start straight away with like Liverpool away. Opinion on Bruno as a number 9. I think it worked well in the last game until it got to like a scoring situation and we missed having a striker on the pitch. Like Mount missed chances. There was situations where balls were put into the box and like you needed to have a striker on the pitch. And it just showed, you know, when a striker did come on, Xerxes got the goal. So we will see Xerxes today 100%, but I think it worked well mostly, and on another day we could have already been 2-0 up, 3-0 up by the time Xerxes came on. But, you know, if you don't have a striker on the pitch, I think we missed that with the chances. What happened to the Prem saying they're doing the whole VAR system, redoing the VAR system and refs, or did they change their mind? Not even criticism, just asking. Well, what they have done, a change that I noticed from, was it a previous game or at the start of the season? The handballs, they've changed that again to what is handball and what isn't. Now they're taking into consideration, it's not all about having your arm sort of extended away from the body anymore. Like if you have your arm extended away from the body, but somebody blasts it at your arm from 10 yards away, that wouldn't be a penalty. Whereas last season, because you had your arm in a what would be deemed unnatural position away from the body, like especially when people were jumping, but that would have still been handball. Having said that, there were situations last season where there was just no consistency. So, that's a bad header from Casemiro, and out for a Brighton throw. It's been a cagey start in these first 8 minutes. No team's really been able to get a foothold of the game, really. 3-1 Brighton on your bet. I mean, that's a ballsy bet. I don't think we'll concede 3 goals, to be honest. Not how compact we looked last game. I'd hope not, anyway. I think we might struggle to score goals. To be fair, we might struggle like we did the last game. Like we had plenty of chances, but we didn't score, and especially without a striker being on the pitch, it might be a very cagey game. I think 0-0 at half time. To be honest, if I was to revise my my prediction with the way that we're set up with the false 9, I think will be difficult to score against, but we might not. You know, we're not set up to score loads of goals. So I think this will be cagey, 0-0 at half time, and then it'll finish 1-0 to either team, hopefully United. Have I got a bet on? I do. I've got 2 Accas on. It ended a builder bet that was like a free £1 bet, but that was like, I think, a Bruno goal, Casemiro foul, or Casemiro yellow, I can't remember. And something else. And it was only for like £5, but it was only a £1 free bet. So I'm not even bothered about that one. Oh, strike from distance. Oh, yeah, it's just rolled by. He didn't quite get the connection on that, Joao Pedro. I mean, Onana comes confidently out of his box to collect that. That is something that obviously Onana's really confident in doing. He can judge those sort of balls over the top or those balls coming through, whether he's going to get them or not really well. And that allows the defence to be higher as well, which hopefully we see more. Because even though Onana's good off his line, our defence did drop back probably too deep last season. So hopefully we play a high defensive line this season, and Onana can sort of patrol that area off his line for like balls over the top. Good luck today. Thank you, Ross. Haven't they got semi-automatic offsides like the Euros? It doesn't. No, mate. They haven't got. Not from what I saw. That's a great ball in from Delo. That's an unreal ball from Delo, and it comes to Ahmad. He should do better than that, to be fair. But look at that. Talk about long ball FC. It's Onana to Delo. A ball in. Unbelievable ball in. That's literally in the perfect spot on a tee. Unbelievable from Delo. And that's a bad miss from Ahmad. You should be hitting the target there, really. Could have gone for the header. Yeah, he's that small. He could have done, to be fair. It probably was a bit low for him, though, still. But could have done. AI would solve it, yeah. I mean, we are going to see that AI get more and more involved in not just football, just anything in life. There's a lot of companies like that who I work for, which I'm not going to say who I work for, but it's like with the industry that we're in, it's like you need to integrate AI into like the normal working day and sort of get ahead of it. Otherwise, you'll get left behind. We're definitely a lot better than last season, just missing a striker in Ugarte. Yeah, I mean, Casemiro started the season pretty well. Oh, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think... yeah, I think... what was I saying about AI? Yeah, I mean, it'll get more integrated into football, that's for sure. It's an okay start for United, to be fair. Can't be too displeased with the start we've had. Like I said, it has been a bit cagey, but we've had the biggest chance of the match so far. Manchester United will win today. Let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. First time in the chat. Love that. I've gone with... I did say 1-0, 2-1 before the game, but I sort of revised that. I think it'll be cagey. I think it'll be a 1-0er. Ten Hag is really the worst manager in the Premier League. He's not, though, is he? My guy. How can the worst manager in the Premier League get 2 trophies in 2 seasons? Be here for 2 seasons and get 2 trophies. That's bizarre. People raving about Arteta, and he's won 1 FA Cup when he came in as interim, I think. So he didn't... No, not interim, but when he came in like halfway through the season. I believe it wasn't his first full season when he won the FA Cup. Oh, it's cagey. We've managed to play out from the back, but at times that looked a bit nervy. Now Delo's dribbled it out of play. So Ten Hag has won more trophies than Arteta in much less time. And at the end of the day, you'd be like, yeah, but the style of football, yeah, but look at how good Arsenal play in like where their club is at the minute and like just like the standard of their performances. Okay, that's completely fine. And they are a better team than United at the moment, 100%. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to care about that in 5-10 years' time. 5-10 years' time, nobody's going to go, oh, how well did Arsenal play 5 years ago when they didn't win anything or just won 1 FA Cup? Everyone's going to be like, in 10 years' time, they're going to be like, okay, what did Arsenal win during this period? Or what did Manchester United win during this period? Okay, well, we've won a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup. It only matters how well a manager, a team and a manager is playing if you can build on that and actually win something. If you don't build on it and don't win anything, if Arsenal don't win the league, if this is Arsenal's peak, just, making it go to the final day against City and not winning anything, if that is their peak, then it means nothing. Chatting about Arsenal again. I rarely speak about Arsenal, to be honest. Worst manager in the league has more trophies than Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea combined since he came. Yeah, true, yeah. You were lucky to beat Fulham last week. We absolutely weren't lucky. Why? Because we scored late. Yeah, did we see the chances that we missed? We literally missed 4 chances. One, Garnacho missed an open goal at the end. And then Bruno missed 2 where it was only the keeper to beat. And Mount missed 1 where it was only the keeper to beat. So not only did we score, we also had 4 chances that were basically one-on-one with the keeper. Fulham, that's unlucky by Cobby. It was good feet, just couldn't find the pass. And we've started well today. I mean, away against Brighton, obviously early days, but it's good pressing from Bruno. Pressing as a team, winning the ball in that final third. That's what we want to see more of. Just aggressive pressing, winning the ball back in the final third. Something that Manchester United did do last season, but the gap between the midfield and defence was too much. That's a good switch of play, that. Brighton on the attack. Oh, Rashford, that's a poor ball. That's dog shit. It's gone out for a United goal kick. Man United are such a childish team to support. What? Mason Mount is one of the most pointless signings of all time. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Owen, I can't really disagree too much with that. Rashford looks sharp today like he actually wants to play, yeah. I mean, I think we learned really quickly after signing Mount that it was a mistake. Because we tried to start the season last season with Mount, Casemiro and Bruno. And it just did not work whatsoever. We were getting run through. But you can say that the distance between the midfield line and the back line was a massive contributing factor to us getting run through as well. If we're more compact, then those spaces aren't there for whoever's in the midfield of the opposition to skip by Casemiro and then just have empty space to run in through. If the defensive line is higher, maybe you can play Mount and Bruno in the same midfield. But we didn't see that last season to see. But if we bring in De Ligt, if we have, Lenny Yoro when he comes back as well, he only had 1 full game in pre-season, but, looks solid and obviously was Real Madrid wanted him. And he's only a young lad. And he definitely has pace as well. So we can play the high line with Yoro as well. Then hopefully this season we see a more compact United with a higher defensive line. Why isn't Xerxes playing? He's just gone with the same squad that started in the last game. I'm sure we'll see Xerxes, especially if we see the amount of missed chances what we saw against Fulham. Can you explain why your fantastic manager is not playing with a striker? Make sense of that. Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, I absolutely can. So Xerxes only just come in. We have no idea about his fitness level. So unless you know, do you know? So have you been on the training ground? Have you been in the? So are you aware of the fitness levels of Xerxes? Whether he's up to speed with the with how United play with how he wants Xerxes to play, whether he's had enough time with the team. So you probably know more than Ten Hag about that and everyone else. So please enlighten us about that. And that's probably why Garnacho hasn't started as well, to be fair, because also last game we were a lot more compact. That could be down to Bruno being in the false nine as well. We created a lot of chances. We deserved to win against Fulham. We could have been 3 goals up. We should have been 3 goals up before Xerxes even came onto the pitch. So it's okay saying, okay, everything changed when Xerxes came on the pitch. He finished the chance, but United were playing very well before that. And United have started this game pretty well as well. Saying that, a great challenge from Cobby, that is. So yeah, that's why, mate. Striker's job is to score goals. Doesn't need much time to adapt. Okay, yeah, you tell that to Pep, mate. Everyone has to play within the system. You don't have a striker in a team. You tell that to Firmino when he was at Liverpool. Oh, all you have to do, mate, is just score goals. That's all your job is. Especially a player like Xerxes who drops deep is a lot more than just a striker. You need time to... Obviously, Ten Hag has a vision for what Xerxes can be in the Man United team, but it needs time to drill that into him. Like, to drill that vision of what he wants from Joshua Xerxes. That's handball. Because Xerxes is more than just a goal scorer. Xerxes is not a Haaland in which he's going to stay on the last line. That's got to be a yellow. He's just intentionally handballed it. It's got to be a yellow, isn't he? How is it not a yellow? You need a striker to keep the centre-backs busy and get them off position. Without that, you can't put pressure on their defence. Haaland went straight to City's team and started scoring. Yeah, he did, yeah. He had a full pre-season with... I don't know. I'm trying to remember. When did City sign Haaland? Was it towards the end of the transfer window? Because Xerxes, it was towards the end. We have no idea what his fitness levels are. He came on. That could have been... Ten Hag could have assessed it and gone, yeah, you've got 30 minutes in your tank. So I'll put you on for 30 minutes. And that's what he did, and he scored in that time. Oh, that's a great ball in. Oh, my God. I don't know what Casemiro's... I mean, we've created good chances early on. I mean, that's a wonderful ball from Ahmad in there. He's onside as well, Casemiro, I think. Jesus, he's a free header. We've had Ahmad from close, and we've had Casemiro. Xerxes impact sub at the minute is good enough to start the season. Man United are going to score in the 90th minute and win by 1-0. Absolute joke. Well, that would be fine. That is the spirit of our club. That is Manchester United getting late goals, isn't it? Never give up. So I wouldn't mind that. Rashford, yeah, I read that. I feel like we can't judge Mount until at least January. He hasn't played half the season. Yeah, Mount's played less than like 20 games for United, like way less than 20 games. And in terms of starts, way less than that. Like, it'll be interesting to see. Does anyone know how many starts Mason Mount has got for United? It's got to be about 6 or something. With how injured he was last season, and most of his appearances have come on as a sub. Yeah, Veltman playing the wrong sport there. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Devil Hands. But I'm very optimistic about this season. I am. I think we've got a big squad, and I think rather than like massively improving the started 11, we've just added to the breadth of the squad. Still needs a few more changes. Like, it looks like we're going to the season with fullbacks being short on fullbacks. and hopefully we get Ugarte over the line or somebody similar to rotate with Casemiro. So if we do get Ugarte in, we've only really got a fullback issue. That's it. Because we've got Mazraoui, Delo, Luke Shaw, and Malacia. Malacia, is he ever going to be fit? Who knows? He hasn't played for literally a season and a half. Like, you've got to only play him in a Carabao Cup match because it's been so long. Like, the first game you play him to see how he does, it's got to be a Carabao Cup match or something. It can't be a league game. Or that's a corner kick. There's good play by United again. Mount's never played 90 minutes for United, yeah. 11 games total, not including 2 he's played for 1 minute. That's a joke, innit? Thanks for that stat, Dale. But yeah, happy with the way he's absolutely tipping it down at Old Trafford. I don't think it is it. No, it looks alright. Outside of the boot, oh, yeah, Casemiro looks way offside. I'm surprised that offside flag ain't come up there. He looked way offside. Now Delo, shooting opportunity, oh, over the bar. I mean, to be honest, I think that would have probably gone to VAR and it would have been a offside because Casemiro, when that ball was flicked through, he looked so offside. But yeah, Delo, nobody closing Delo down. Space for a shot, and I think the keeper would have got it covered anyway. Lacked any power. Yes, Dave, you're a little bit late on it. But I think it has to be done. I'll try and get it working on YouTube as well, but it might just be a Twitch thing. But I will try and get it working. But obviously, it would have to be, I'd have to stop it when the match starts for fairness for everyone. But decent start by United. Happy in these first 27 minutes. Gutted about what? About the minute. But yeah, how do you think this start's been for United? Give Mount time, quality player when fully fit, Chelsea fan. Yeah. How do you have any bad feelings towards Mason Mount? Obviously going to United, getting United's number 7 as well. But I think the player that Mason Mount is, and why so many managers do love him, is because an incredible player off the ball. He'll always cover like the most amount, if not one of the most amount of distances in your team. He'll always do as the manager asks. He'll always press. He'll always give massive amount of energy. Like, that's why managers love him so much. And then he is, at least what we saw at Chelsea that season when he was just incredible, he was also did all of that. And when he was on the ball, he made the right decisions. He contributed with goals and assists. You know, if we can get that Mason Mount, and we can find a way for Bruno, who undoubtedly is undroppable. To be honest, Kobbie Mainoo's undroppable. So we would have to find Mason Mount to be in a midfield with Casemiro and with Bruno and Mainoo. Like that would I don't see that happening because I don't think there's enough cover there. But like I say, if we play with a high defensive line and there's less space there in midfield for the opposition to play through, like there was too much of last season, maybe that midfield can work. Maybe you don't need like a Casemiro defensive. Oh, here we go, Ahmad. Oh, I should have played it in front of him. I don't. Ahmad's just played it behind Rashford there. Come on, still Ahmad. just the wrong decision, wrong type of pass. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, flag up for Mainu. I did at the time, but looking at the state of the club now, I understand. Yeah. I mean, it is interesting because pressing has been much better compared with last season, 100%. It is interesting because Chelsea, I think, when the new owners come in, and you were at the start when you were buying loads of players, obviously on those long contracts, to like try and get round the FFP. Oh shit, Mainu's lost the ball. To try and get round the FFP issues by having long contracts. I think a lot of Chelsea fans were like, "Oh yeah, this is brilliant," it's a system because the way it worked is if you buy a player for 100 million on a 10-year contract theoretically, and I know that no contracts aren't that long, but it would go down for FFP purposes as 10 million per year over those 10 years. So they were doing, which allows you to sign players on longer contracts to spread the cost over. Oh my god. There's no one picking him up in the middle, man. It's Danny Welbeck, of course it is. Christ. Jesus. We started well as well. We've started bloody well, and of course it's Danny bloody Welbeck. Oh, and you celebrate as well, mate. You go ahead. That's it. No respect. No respect. We get drawn to the ball. It's like bloody... Yeah. It's like bloody... watching kids play football. Everyone gets drawn to the ball there, and then Danny Welbeck, literally the man up top, the only player that you need to be marking. There wasn't even that many players in the box. Look, ball in. Look, Maguire. Who's marking him, man? To be honest, Martinez needs to go over. And then the fullback needs to tuck in. Everyone needs to shift over. Martinez is marking the player on the back post. Why are you marking the player on the back post when there's somebody else there that's going to get the ball before your guy on the back post? He'll get the ball before because he's standing in the middle of the pitch. So why have you not shuffled over to Mark Welbeck? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, Mazwari. Christ. Ball back stick, Rashford. What? Oh my god. Oh, it's gone in. Yes, come on. Jesus, I thought he's offside. Bloody hell, man. Well, I mean, we'll check it, but he's way off. He could not be more off. But how did he miss? Oh, no, wait. That's the first ball in. And he's off again. So off twice in that space. He was literally off. Every single ball that was going to go to him there was two, he would have been offside both times. What a joke. I actually thought the keeper saved it on the second time as well. What a joke, man. And we started the game pretty well. Oh, God. Come on, boys. Let's show character. We showed plenty of character last season, but we're playing better. We're not getting ran through. Let's we need to bring on Xerxes maybe at half time if it stays like this. But I mean, that Danny Welbeck goal was just sloppy. Just defensive organisation. Here, ball in, good save by Onana, well held. Christ. Never offside. I mean, it was, mate. Maguire at fault, everyone hyping him for a standard game against Fulham. I wouldn't say it was Maguire's fault. I mean, Maguire had the guy marked in the middle. Maguire had his man marked in the middle. To be fair, Martinez has two. But if you've got the choice to mark two players, you go with the one that is in, basically standing on the penalty spot instead of the person at the back post, because the ball had to go through Danny Welbeck if it was going to go to the player on the back post. So Martinez had to shuffle over, and then you could say that it Delot on that side. Delot wasn't should have gone back quicker to mark that man in the back post. But it's bizarre to me that Martinez hasn't gone over to mark the guy in the middle when that ball comes in, and he stays on his man in the back post. That's bizarre. Why would you stay marking the guy on the back post? Now Mount on the ball. Oh, that's not a bad ball in. At full stretch, the defender gets a toe to it, goes out for a United corner. Nothing better than seeing United fans excited for the new season to be shut down on game week 2. I think we played okay this game, to be fair, apart from obviously the goal, a bit of a lapse in defending. But in general, I think away against Brighton, I think we've started well, and I think we can get a result out of this game, 100%. Ten Hag always does this, eases his signings in most of the time. One thing that bugs me, yeah, it's true. What's the point of signing De Ligt if he's just going to play Maguire? Yeah. I do get that, yeah. I've missed your explosive outbursts. I really hope United do well this season for your sanity. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, buddy. How's the game gone besides Brighton goal? Still ATM USA, just woke up. Oh, good to have you in. Mount with a strike straight at the keeper, though. We've had the opportunities. To be honest, I think apart from the goal, United have played well. United, we've had some decent opportunities. We've had a perfect ball in from Delot to Ahmad, who should have done better. It was literally it was a difficult one to control because it was like on the volley, but it was close enough, and he should have made the keeper work at least, hit the target at least, and it kind of spaffs off his foot and goes out. You've had a Casemiro header, which was another good ball in, and it just goes way over the bar. Like, we've created the opportunities. We haven't turned them into good opportunities with the quality of the shot itself. But I think United have been the better team in these opening 37 minutes. And that was Brighton's first real attack with any sort of first dangerous attack, and they've scored from it. But you just can't afford to have those lapses in concentration. And people, I mean, I've seen people blaming Maguire, and I do, granted, I would have liked to see De Ligt come in, but that goal specifically was not Harry Maguire's fault. Should Ahmad have started? I love him, but he won't be in the right frame of mind. It wasn't his mum, mate. He did clarify on Instagram after the initial post. He says, just to clarify, it wasn't my biological mum. I think it was somebody that was like a mum to him. So obviously still going to be affected by it, but not his biological mum. Ethan has put Mazraoui straight in, and we need a fullback, but De Ligt was in. He would have blocked the ball instead of stepping over it like Maguire did. Like Maguire would play up to game week 4, and then De Ligt would come in. I mean, we saw Casemiro. Yeah, like you said, with Scott McTominay and Casemiro. Scott McTominay was having a few good games at the start of the season, and he prevented Casemiro from coming in until what was it, about 4 or 5 games into the season. Ahmad, come on, man. And we also, it's very difficult because we don't know the fitness levels of all the players. Like at the start of the season, you just don't know. I mean, Mazraoui, obviously we had the Euros. Mazraoui obviously didn't do that, so De Ligt was with the Netherlands squad. In fact, no, he wasn't. He wasn't even in the squad, was he? Was he on the bench for the Netherlands squad? So did he go with the team that was on the bench? Or was he just not selected at all for the Euros? But obviously, he's had that. He's gone to Bayern Munich. Then he's got transferred to us late. Obviously, Maswara's in a similar position, but we just don't know the fitness level. So I give the managers the benefit of the doubt because they know more about the players' fitness, how they've adapted to being in the new team, everything like that. They know more than just the fans. 4 or 5 games into the season, you can have an opinion on that. Well, you can have an opinion anyway, but I just like to give the manager the benefit of the doubt at the start of the season. Now, maybe, okay, let's say we're 1-0 down and Xerxes doesn't come on at all. Then, yeah, you can have something to say with that because he's on the bench. But not starting today's game after he scored in the last game, okay, I understand that because the fitness, we don't know. Sort of how he's adapted in training, we don't know the levels that he's at in training. Like all of these are unknown factors until we see, until like the first month of the Premier League, to the first 4 or 5 games. Rashford result tricks again, lying on the floor, pretending to be injured. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think Rashford played okay in the last game. Obviously, didn't wasn't fantastic, but should have got an assist for Garnacho at the end. And he was he was slightly better than what he was last season. I read that. I still think we'll win though. Yeah, I think. Look at that. 71% possession in the last 5 minutes for United. We've been the better team in this half. Just one lapse in concentration. Like United have created chances. The general build-up play has been a lot better than Brighton. We've had more possession. I think we've been the better team. It's just one lapse in defensive concentration has led to the goal, which obviously you can't have. It's clear we're missing Rasmus. Well, we're missing a striker, I think. Can we sell McTominay? Yeah, I think we need to. We need to probably sell somebody, or there is an option to have him on a season-long loan with an obligation to buy. But they are always tricky because let's say he gets injured. Let's say he's absolutely dog shit. And you have to buy him at the end of the season. It's like, it doesn't feel so bad as a United fan buying a player and then he flops. It would feel worse if you loan a player, he flops, and then you have to buy him at the end of that. I think because I mean, not every signing is going to work, is it? And I'm not saying Ugarte will flop, but the risk is there with any signing, isn't it? I like how we responded to going down though. For a few years, we would have rolled over. Yeah, 100%. Doesn't mean anything if we don't score. True. It was like that last season. It looked like the team wouldn't care unless we conceded a goal. I think we only looked good in the closing stages of the matches last season, like last 5-10 minutes. I think last season, if a team scored at this stage, I don't think we'd. I don't think we'd look. It's too early for us to look good if this was last season. Too early in the game. I think the response has been good, and I think in general it's been good with the amount of chances that we've conceded, like the lack of chances that we've conceded to Brighton. They've literally had one, and they've scored from it. Best 2 attackers on the bench. Yeah. Well, I mean, whilst that may be true, obviously you're referencing Garnacho and Anthony. No, joking. And Xerxes. whilst that may be true, the two players that are most likely to give us a goal, again, we don't know the fitness levels. So I've got to give the benefit of the doubt to Ten Hag there, to be honest. There will both, yeah. I mean that's a positive thing as well, isn't it? You know, the more we've got just a more breadth in the squad. That's a great ball from Onana. Ridiculous ball. He's played two, one to DeLone, one to Ahmad. Ahmad's not had a great half, to be honest. Just seems a little bit off it. I would like to see an Anthony cameo, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, that's half time. 1-0 down at the end of that half. I mean, it is what it is. I think we don't deserve to losing at half time, to be honest. We don't deserve that. I thought we played well that half. Let's have a look at the stats. I think we had some decent chances. Hard done by to be going in at 1-0 down. Let's have a look. So for stats for that half, United 0.76 expected goals to Brighton's 0.66. 56% possession to United. That is something that's changed as well from last season. We didn't have more possession going away to Brighton or teams like that. Away from home to decent sides, we didn't have more possession. Goal attempts 4 for United to Brighton's 2, and 1 shot on target for each team. So, goal attempts 5 to Brighton's 3. And then 1 shot on target for each team. So we have been better. We have been better than Brighton in that half. It's just they go in through one lapsing concentration defensively. They go in in the lead. But yeah, for the goal, I can't. There's a lot of people I've seen blaming Maguire, but I think that's more Martinez's fault. I think, to be honest, it's not any individual's fault. It's a defensive structure that was an issue. Why is Martinez marking the man on the back post when Danny Welbeck is free in the middle? In the ideal scenario, you've got DeLone come back in to mark the guy in the back post, and Martinez goes over to Welbeck in the middle. Then every man is marked. But if DeLone's not going to get there, he's not going to get back, and you've got the option to mark somebody on the back post or the guy in the middle that the ball needs to travel through to get to the guy on the back post. You have to shuffle over and mark him Welbeck in the middle. Like, yes, there could be a situation where both Danny Welbeck, the ball gets pulled back and Welbeck misses it, you miss it, and it goes through to the player at the back stick, and he gets it and scores. That could have still happened. But one thing's for sure, if the ball played through as it did, if you're there marking Danny Welbeck, you've got more chance of getting the ball in front of, blocking the shot or getting the ball before Welbeck than marking somebody at the back post. So that was bizarre from Martinez. I think we will see Xerxes early on. One stat that matters is the scoreline. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I agree with that. Thank you for following Ariane. We need Tony. I mean, we've signed Xerxes. He scored in his opening. He scored on his debut, only given about 20 minutes. So Tony's a great player. And one thing I want to say about Tony, actually, what a shame it would be. What a shame it would be if he did go to Saudi Arabia. Because Kane's getting older. He could be the man. Like, you're looking for the what is the latest on what is the latest on Tony? Is he? I don't think that there's still a difference in the money, isn't there? There's still yeah. So Thomas Frank said that his future is up in the air. I mean, obviously, Watkins is going to be the first person that springs to mind when you think of, okay, who's the next England striker? Who's going to take over from Harry Kane? But Ivan Toney, what is he? Is he 28, I want to say? Is he 28, Toney? Let's have a look. 28 years old, yeah. So he's got plenty of years. He's got 4 years left. So if Kane's sort of phased out in the team, because we saw how he was pretty poor in the Euros, Toney could be. Toney's more like for like than Watkins. You know, you could argue that you don't want a like for like for Kane. You want an actual striker that's going to stay on the shoulder of the last defender and make those runs in behind. You could argue that. But if you wanted a more like for like than Harry Kane, obviously very different players. He hasn't got the passing range of Harry Kane, but he's still a very good player. And I think he loses all of that if he goes to Saudi Arabia. Obviously, I can't blame him with the amount of pay that he would be getting, I'm sure. His wages are mad, I'm sure. But yeah. Garnacho and Xerxes should have started. Bro snubbing Kane, but has Rashford in the team. Snubbing Kane? I think so. I think, by snubbing Kane, me saying he's getting older, is he bloody, Benjamin Button? Is he like a fine wine? He doesn't get older, he doesn't get better with age. We've seen what he was like in the Euros. Granted, he had a good Bundesliga season, but, you know, how old is Kane now? Is he, 32? 31. So he's 3 years older than Toney. All great strikers go on to late 30s, zero ball knowledge, he was injured. Well, that's... All great strikers go on till late 30s. Well, we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Because I know he had a good Bundesliga season, but it's whether or not this style of play. I think there was a lot of England fans that were getting annoyed with how deep he dropped. So there may be a system issue. You know, the new England manager that comes in, is he going to want a player that plays on the shoulder of the last defender, makes those runs in behind? Because Kane's never going to do that. It's all depending on those things, isn't it? And he's 31 years old. I mean, all great strikers play late 30s. Late 30s. I wouldn't say late 30s. If you're thinking of Ronaldo and Ibra, okay, they played late 30s, but I wouldn't say all great strikers play into late 30s. That's not true, is it? Cantona and Best retired at 28. Yeah. Let's think of great strikers. I mean, Drogba. Let's see what age. And what age did Drogba go to China? Because I want to see Drogba's. Because he went from Chelsea to China, didn't he? Or did he go one team before that? Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, yeah. So he went Chelsea. Yeah, then Chelsea to China. That's basically when he dropped off. When he went from Chelsea to China, that's when he dropped off. He did return to Chelsea, but in 28 appearances, he got 4 goals. He wasn't at his best then. So his drop-off was in 2012. 2012 to 2013 season. That's basically when he dropped off, when he went to China. So how old was Drogba then in 2012? Well, he is currently 46. 2012 was 12 years ago. So 36, 34. So that's not late 30s, is it? So Drogba, not late 30s. Shall we have a look at somebody else? I mean, I know Zlatan and Ronaldo. I could do this all day, but Alan Shearer, 36. Yeah. I mean, that's... You wouldn't say late 30s, would you? Well, I guess if anything over 35 is late 30s, but yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into this, but yeah. Both wingers need replacing imminently. Yeah, I mean the positive thing that we have is I don't think we played badly in this game at all. We don't deserve to be losing, but we've got good players to come off the bench as well. You know, you've got De Ligt, you've got Garnacho, Xerxes. I mean, I wouldn't say Anthony. I don't think he's that brilliant, but those 3 players can make an impact. You know, De Ligt's going to want to bring the ball forward from the defensive line, make passes through the defensive line as well. Xerxes, we saw what he can do, and Garnacho is probably our biggest goal threat at the minute, and is playing well. It looks like Invincible season could be over in 2 games. Who said that United are going to have an invincible season this season? I don't know where that's come from. What an odd thing to say. Bruno way too deep. I mean, he's playing in a false 9, so he is gonna drop a bit deeper than what you would for a striker. I mean, nobody on this earth has said that United are going to have an invincible season this season. So it's just bizarre to even mention that. Right, anyway, I need a beer to... I need a little fruit shoot to get me going. It's half 1 now. But, yeah. 1:30 in the afternoon. But... That's what a goal get against United first thing on a Saturday does. The early game on a Saturday. So that's what you need, isn't it? So yeah, I'm gonna go get that. So I'll be right back. I'll be 10 seconds. Right, see in a minute. Just sold my car. Get Xerxes on. I'm sure we will. Me too, beer in the mug. Yes, Ronnie. Mate, I haven't seen this season. I haven't seen a Twitter post of the mug yet. What are you playing at, mate? Want to see that? Makes my day. Want to see that? Bring Moyes back. Behave yourself. I don't mind rival fans laughing, but not one United fan said that we'll go invincible. Yeah, that's true. I still think United can get a result here. Xerxes, I don't know if he's coming on straight away, but he looked to be going through the tactics with the staff. Needs to bring on Garner and Xerxes, yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what we need to do. Why am I offline on TikTok now? What? Why is my live on TikTok has just ended due to inactivity? I'm live. I'm here. I'm speaking. I'm interacting with. What are you talking about? We had 100 people in the chat, all popping off, all talking. I'm interacting with inactivity. What are you talking about? What a joke, man. Why is it gone off? It doesn't make any sense. Inactivity. If you're streaming, you're not going to be bloody on TikTok bloody scrolling, are you? What an absolute joke that is. Bizarre. I just removed Welbeck from the FPL. Damn it, man. Right, we're underway on the second half. By the way, if you're just joining back on TikTok, my live was ended due to inactivity. So, here we go. Bloody hell, Brighton straight away. Over the bar. Christ. That would have been a horrific start to the half. Racer, welcome on in. So, yeah, apologies for the live ending on TikTok. It wasn't my fault. I didn't end it. It was ended due to inactivity. What that means, what TikTok expects me to be doing whilst I'm live, I don't know. But yeah, bizarre. Bizarre. Right, okay. Xerxes is on. Good to see the boy. Come on. 2 goals, 2 games. Nice, please. And obviously Garnacho is going to be on relatively soon as well. Come on, then. It does feel a bit weird having a beer on 1:30 in the day. He's just a man. He's a man mountain, isn't he, Xerxes? He's an absolute man. Look at the boy. He's massive. But he's had plenty of the touches early on as well, dropping deep, getting involved on the ball. But that's what Joshua Xerxes likes to do. He likes to get involved in play and arrive late into the box to finish the chances. That's what we saw in the last game. Getting involved in the build-up play. Arriving late, arriving at the perfect time to get on the end of that cross. Hopefully we see that. Brighton, crying laughy emoji. Well, yeah, they're not a bad team, to be fair. It probably means you haven't been doing anything in the chat. But I mean, I do understand that. I know sort of what it means, sort of. But still, what does it expect you to be doing? If you're streaming, why do you have to be actually, you know, on the app itself doing something? You just put the bloody put it on live and just blab like I do. That's all you need. Man United won't get top 6. Behave yourself. I mean, we're getting 3rd. People will laugh at that. I reckon we're getting 3rd. 12:30 at night where you are. Really? Where are you from? Good to have you in. Jay-Z is going to do the job. Yeah, Jay-Z. Man said 3rd. Nah, it will be. It will be. Well, I think we can get 3rd. Genuinely. New Zealand. Oh, I'd love to go New Zealand, man. Definitely love to go. And Australia, to be fair. But it's just a bloody commitment. And the flight's bloody expensive as well. Now, Ahmad. I think Ahmad will get taken off pretty early. He ain't had his best game, to be fair. They normally expect people that live to actually send chat because it costs them money as a company. Yeah, but surely it's not productive for them to end somebody's live with over 100 viewers in because the person is inactive and not communicating in the chat, because that means that they won't get money through people sending gifts and stuff like that. Not that anyone was sending gifts, and I don't expect you to, but just in general. I don't know, it must just be some safety thing that if you walk away from your computer and forget to end the live or whatever, it just doesn't keep going indefinitely. But obviously, not over. If your live was genuinely inactive, then there wouldn't be anybody in the stream. There wouldn't be, 100 people in. How are we playing, bro? We're not playing bad, to be fair. We're 1-0 down, but we're not playing bad. Tell me your top 4 if United are 3rd. City, Arsenal, United. Liverpool. Xerxes. Brighton still have the ball here. Yeah, it's good from Xerxes. That's good from Maduari as well. Diallo is diabolical. He hasn't had a good game, to be fair. No Villa, indeed. I mean, Champions League football. That'll take its toll. That'll take its strain. Difficult to. They overachieved massively last season. Difficult to keep those same levels. Oh no! Now we've got a massive hole in midfield. What's Martinez doing? Get it away! Yes, good. Bloody hell, man. I mean, again, Martinez, you got this question marks there. Then he's still not back in. He's still on the halfway line. Get back in for fuck's sake, man. Get back in. Jesus. Martinez has just come way out of the back line to try and win that ball. Doesn't win it, and then we've only got one centre back in position. Everyone's out of position. Look where he is. He's gone into the opponent's half. Way into the opponent's half. He's dragged way out of position. Delo, really good defending, intelligent defending to back that up. But you can't do that. You can't get pulled out of defence that much. I love Martinez. He's the pocket-sized Vidic. He's the Argentine butcher. But Christ, what is that? Brighton is our owner. Well, we beat them 3-0, was it, on the last day of the season? Getting dominated by Brighton is crazy. I mean, I don't think we are, in general. Villa will be found out this year. Yeah. Casemiro always half asleep. Come on, get Garnacho on. Christ, he's not even warming up, Garnacho. I don't know what's cracking off. Come on. Come on, we need to start creating chat. I mean, this second half, the start of this second half, has been much worse than the first. Xerxes worst signing. What? Oh, go on, go on. Yeah, now Xerxes. Go on, Bruno. Oh my God, it's come off his bloody knee. I mean, Xerxes dropping off to the left-hand side there and Marcus Rashford down the middle. It's a great pullback from him. Oh my God. Bruno, man, it comes off his bloody knee. It just pops up. His first touch is terrible, to be fair. It makes it impossible for him to get a shot away. But it's great from Xerxes. Oh, and it's a good header again from Xerxes to knock it down to Rashford. Oh. He's looking good. He's looking good, Xerxes. I mean, to say Xerxes worst signing, I don't. Yeah, I mean, the levels of stupidity in that comment are beyond. You've got to be a bot. It's beyond any human levels of like anyone with a brain would not be able to write that comment. So ball in the middle. Ah, Welbeck, thank God, straight at Onana. Why is De Ligt and Xerxes starting? Why isn't De Ligt and Xerxes starting? Again, I mean, I've said this a few times, but you might have just joined. I don't know, but Ten Hag knows about the fitness, the levels of fitness between all the players. You know, it's the start of the season. I always give the benefit of the doubt to the manager at the start of the season. He knows the levels of fitness between all the players. That's impossible for us to know. Maybe Xerxes can't play 90 minutes at the minute. Maybe he's just building his fitness up. And maybe it's the same with De Ligt. Who knows? Oh, ball in. Is the flag up? Flag's not. Oh my God! It doesn't matter. We just thrash at chances. It's mental. Like such a good position. Rashford, he can take a touch there, and he just thrashes at it. Like, yeah, both of them are offside. To be fair, both of them are offside, but still, look how much time he had there, and he still just. He goes well wide of the goal. It's mental. Saka hardly loses the ball. What are we chatting about? Xerxes making a big difference. Yeah. That's all excuses from your manager. Watch Gundogan just signs with City and will play first game. I mean, in terms of understanding the system, Gundogan understands City's system in the role he has to play in City's system because he's only been away from City for one season. So in terms of adjusting to that, that's something that Gundogan is going to come in and not have to learn. Whereas, you know, players coming into United, Xerxes, De Ligt, are going to have to learn that. Need Garnacho on for aggressive runs. Yeah, I mean, Ahmad's had a poor game, I'm going to be honest. There's a free kick here to Brighton. It's basically like a short corner. It's on the touchline, basically. Ball in! Oh, it's hit the bar! Bloody hell! Come on, man, get it away! Oh, get it away! Christ. Jesus Christ, got away with that one. First half, I thought United were better. Brighton have been all over us this second half. We haven't really created any chances. We brought Xerxes on. Xerxes, he's playing well, but we need to bring Garnacho on as well. We need to make more changes because it's just all Brighton. It is all Brighton. Over 10 seasons without winning the Premier League. That is true. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Garner on is a must. Milner's running rings around United. Yeah. Oh my... Oh, God. How old is Milner, by the way? What is he? To play in a midfield position as well is at his age. 38 years old playing in midfield. And he's not somebody that's like a playmaker, is he? He does need to run about, a lot. A lot of his game is, relatively high energy. But yeah, it's pretty mad, isn't it? To be doing that at that age, to your point, Mark. That's a good ball in. Now Ahmad. Go on, shivers inside. Oh, Ahmad! He's had a quiet game. That's what he does. That's what he does, Amad Diallo. Oh my God, what a finish that is. Cuts inside. He absolutely sells the defender. Ahmad deserved his start, got his start, and there he's got the finish. The Seagulls, they're in the crosshairs. I think we can go on to win this now. What a goal that is. Love that from Ahmad. Yeah, he's onside. I think he's onside. Look at that. Just sells the defender. That little shimmy. It's so lovely. That little shimmy. Look at it. Drops his shoulder. Look at it. Drops his shoulder. And he just sells the defender. And it's heading in that far corner anyway. So the defender had to slide in and try and get a touch. 1-0. Amad Diallo. Come on, man. He's not offside there. And now do you bring Garnacho? Do you bring Garnacho on for... Oh, no, don't be doing this. Don't be doing it, man. The checking for offside. He's onside. He's got to be on. He's got to be on. He looks on. Yeah, he's well on. Yes, he's well on. Come on. I mean, it is funny because United played better in the first half than Brighton, and Brighton got the goal. Brighton have played much better than United in this half, and Ahmad gets the goal. So it's like both halves, the team in which didn't deserve to, to score really, have scored. Who assisted? That's a good question. Who played the ball to Ahmad? I mean, it was all Ahmad, to be fair. So, yes, it would count as an assist to that person, but it was all Ahmad. But I guess for FPL purposes, I don't know who got the assist. Was it Delo? Okay. Oh, Delo's in my FPL as well. What a beautiful day. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. This is a time to make changes. Yeah. Build on. It'll be interesting to see, whether Brighton... Oh, Ahmad's away. Come on. Play it over. Play it over. Ah, I should have played it earlier. But, I mean, it's weird because Ahmad's like, we haven't seen him that much in a United shirt. Like, I did season predictions for who would be United's, surprise player of the season. And I said Ahmad. I said it will be, at the end of the season, it will be Garnacho and Ahmad. It's the starting two wingers. But in terms of starting games for United, he obviously had an unreal spell at Sunderland, Ahmad, in the Championship. But we saw him score against AC Milan in the Europa League with that header that he flicked. But in terms of it starting games for United, we've barely seen him in a United shirt. And United fans know how good he is. And we've been calling for him a while to be starting games. Granted, he hadn't even played well this game until that finish. But Ahmad's just really good in, like... I think Ahmad will be so useful this season. Oh, here we go. Oh. So useful this season in teams that play a low block against us. Because when you've got Garnacho and Rashford, who are like, okay, they've got pace and power, so can get behind teams that play with a higher line, really good on the counter-attack. But in teams where it's really tight and you need to play little 1-2 passes, you need to, be better on the ball. I think Ahmad's really good at and will be really good at like opening defenses in those situations. But yeah, I'm so glad Ahmad's still at the club because it's took a while for him to get in the squad and to be, in with a shout of actually starting games for United. But he deserves his opportunity, and hopefully he gets loads of games for United this season. And I think he will because, you keep scoring, you keep putting in performances, and that becomes undeniable. Rashford has had 0 shots this game, yeah. Garnacho for Rashford, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. If Ahmad didn't score that, we know what the substitute's going to be. It's Ahmad for Garnacho. Yeah, he was always one of your favourites after that Milan header, yeah. But he scored, if you remember, he scored that header against Milan. Didn't play for ages after that. That was offside and deflected. Lucky. Yeah, definitely offside, Vic. You don't think he should be starting, to be fair? Who, Ahmad? I mean, if it's for Garnacho and everyone's fit, probably not. If it's for Rashford, I think he deserves to start over Rashford for what Rashford did last season, 100%. And for what we've seen from Ahmad. Yeah, Casemiro! Oh, it's a weak effort, really, over the bar. Ahmad deserves a goal after his mum passing. Yeah, to be clear, he did a clarifying tweet or Instagram post after saying it wasn't his biological mum. It was just somebody close to him that was like a mum, basically. But still, yeah, he's still obviously probably affected by it. But yeah, it wasn't his biological mum. It was offside. Oh, I thought you meant the Ahmad's goal just was offside. I mean, I wouldn't put it by you saying that goal was offside, Vic, so you must understand my confusion. I've got no idea what you're chatting about now, to be honest. Oh, it was his dad's wife. Okay, right. No, I didn't realise that, yeah. Still, that's going to affect you massively, isn't it? Your dad's wife. Stepmom. I don't know why we're saying. Deck, how is Rashford looking today, mate? I mean, he's off the pitch now. Wasn't his best game, to be fair. Until the goal, I think he was having a better game than Ahmad. But you know, didn't really do a lot in terms of productivity. I don't think he had a single shot in the game. I read someone else comment, so not much going on there with Rashford. But yeah, it was a quiet game from him, to be honest. But it wasn't one of those games with Rashford where he was just so frustrating. Like, kept trying to take on players and was getting tackled. Like, it wasn't a frustrating game of Rashford, but it was a unproductive game of Rashford. Now Garnacho, come on. Oh, pulls it back to Ahmad. It's behind him, but United have still got the ball. Xerxes in the middle where we want him to be. Come on. Find that ball in. Find that ball in. Now Casemiro. Little flicks. Oh, Xerxes. Getting a foot in there. Winning United back the ball. Keeping on the pressure. Look, it's all United now. Brighton just can't get out. What do I think of Casemiro? Mate, I think he's looking trim. He's looking good. And hopefully he can contribute. Like, United wanted to sell him. That was undeniable. United wanted to sell him to a Saudi club. But he must have worked really hard in pre-season because he looks trimmer. Oh, ball over the top towards Delo on his chest. And now the high press. Oh. Yeah, so I mean, now we're bloody hell. We're way short at the back here. We're way short. Can they pull it back? That's a great block by Maguire. I think Welbeck should have pulled it back then. But yeah, it seems like he's got a point to prove this season for the question marks that were raised from fans last season and from pundits. Here we go. Bruno, ball across. Yes! We've done it! Our comeback is on. The Seagulls are done for. Garnacho, he comes on. He gets a goal. Of course he does. Unbelievable stuff. I don't think there's any question mark about that being offside. The comeback is complete. Everyone, it's the same all over again. Oh, I love United's fans' positivity. Oh, so happy at the start of the season. And then Danny Welbeck comes back, ruins the optimism. Mate, I was saying we played well in that half. We deserved to be up. You know, I'm confident about us getting back into that game. Bruno onside. Great ball across from Bruno. Oh, shit, it's offside. It hit Xerxes. Oh, it hit Xerxes. That is mental. It hit Xerxes on the bloody line and it's offside. Oh my, that is mental. That is mental. That's so annoying, man. He couldn't get out the bloody way, Xerxes, man. That's offside. That is so unlucky, man. You can't blame Xerxes, man. You can't blame Xerxes. If anything, you got to blame Garnacho for literally putting it. Well, I can't even blame Garnacho. It's just unlucky. You know, you're gonna try and put it in the middle of the goal. You're not gonna expect your own player to be there. And Xerxes literally just trying to just can't get it. Like, he slides in to try and get the ball. His momentum's going forward. You know, you can't blame anyone. You can't blame anyone. That's annoying, man. That's mental. That's mental. The Seagulls, yeah. The Seagull is still alive. That is annoying, man. You can't blame Xerxes. You can't blame Xerxes. He's just ridiculously unlucky. Just still alive, yeah. But we need to keep the thing is that the momentum might shift now now there've been something in the game to swing the momentum, and that could go Brighton's way. That could be like a turning point. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can sustain this pressure, because since we scored the goal, it's just been all United, and we deserve that goal. But hopefully that's not going to be, what swings the momentum again. Hopefully we can just carry on, same pressure, and just get the goal. Yeah, I mean, you will beat Ipswich away from home. Sorry, Ipswich at home. City are going to just win by 4 or 5. You would imagine. That's annoying, man. Great decision, not annoying at all. Well, it is. Watch your YouTube. I'll subscribe. RNA Deck, mate. RNA Deck on Twitch. RNA Deck on YouTube. Do give me a subscribe. The link is in my TikTok bio. So if you click the link tree in my TikTok bio, that will send you over to. It'll have all my socials on. Click YouTube and then give me a subscribe on there. I'm always live, as well as on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. The chat is less empty on Twitch and YouTube. So if you I'm more likely to read out your message. I do look at obviously TikTok chats as well, but I'm just more likely to see it on YouTube or Twitch. Thanks, I'll subscribe. Thank you, Theo Murphin. Again, RNA_deck on all, basically all, everywhere. Yeah, big tackle from Harry Maguire. Will we see De Ligt? 74 minutes in. No signs of De Ligt yet. If we draw, then I'll wear a United jersey for a week. Darren Fletcher saying it's Xerxes' fault. No way. How can he? It's nobody's fault. He's sliding in to try and make contact with the ball to try and score himself. And his momentum takes it. His momentum takes him there, and then he tries to stand up, and Garnacho kicks the ball at him. I can't blame Garnacho in that situation, and I can't blame Xerxes in that situation, because Garnacho, he's literally put it in the middle of the goal, making sure he doesn't miss. Okay, I've got an open goal, I'm putting it in the middle. Oh, this is a dangerous area for a free kick for Brighton. Danny Welbeck winning the free kick. Christ, I can't. If we lose this, man, mental. To be fair, Ahmad just slipped. There's barely any contact there. I don't even know if that's a foul. It is 100% offside, but in terms of assigning blame to anyone, you can't assign any blame to anyone. United losing this would be wild. It would be wild. Hey from New Zealand. Yes, Josh. Appreciate that, buddy. Would appreciate a subscribe. Anyone else on YouTube as well? I'm aiming. I've got big aims for this season for Twitch and for YouTube and TikTok. Big aims. What's the score? It's 1-1 currently, mate. No blame just happens in football. Yeah, it's just a frustrating thing. Slides into score, then score while offside. Hope this helps. How are you doing football? What? Talking about? Sorry, I said 1-0. It is 1-0, mate, yeah. Ahmad got United's goal. I think it was going on target, so even though there was a big deflection, obviously, it will be Ahmad's goal. Welbeck got the opening goal for Brighton. They have a free kick in a good spot, yeah. Yeah. So they're stepping over the free kick. They got Welbeck over it. Wow, straight at the Billy Gilmore straight at the wall. Now ball back in. Header, yeah, into the hands of Onana. Come on, boys. Yeah, that's a foul by Mainu. It's going to be a yellow card as well. Xerxes should have moved out the way. Mate. He couldn't. He slid in. His momentum is take. How can you? Right. Throw a ball in the air. Now, while the ball is travelling in the air, try and stop that ball. You can't. The momentum is taking that ball forward. If you're from a standing position, throw a ball, then try and stop that ball in the air. It's not the Matrix. You can't stop something in the air. He is sliding to try and get on the end of the ball when the cross is coming in. His momentum is taking him forward. How's he supposed to instantly stop? This ain't the Matrix. We can't stop bullets in this world, yeah? Like the Matrix. We can't stop momentum. So yeah. It's not Xerxes' fault. It's not Garnacho's fault. It's Garnacho, feasibly, go on, here's Scott McTominay. This could be his last game for the club. What a way to end it on if he gets a goal. I don't mind Scott McTominay coming on in these positions. I know there might be De Ligt's come on as well. So I don't mind Scott McTominay coming on when you need a goal. This is Scott McTominay's bread and butter. This is what Scott McTominay was made for. We need a goal, we bring Scott McTominay on. You know, he shouldn't be starting games for United. Started too many games for United last season. I'm okay with selling him, but this is his bread and butter. It's a good turn by him. Go on, Scotty boy. Go on, Scotty boy. Yeah, he's going to be up for this game. He is open from what I've heard as well. Sources coming in. He is open to the move as well because obviously he wants game time. He wants guaranteed starts, and United can't offer him that season. So, and if we do get him out, that's going to help fund Ugarte as well, and we won't have to do a season-long loan with an obligation to buy. We can actually just do a straight permanent deal straight away. RNA deck piled up 4K. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. De Ligt passing it back. Onana gets it away. Oh, that's a good touch. Now Xerxes, come on. Yes, Xerxes does well. He's offside. Why is he straight offside there? All he has to do is stay within his half and we're buddy in. We are seriously so unlucky. Oiled up 4K. Maybe. That might work. Do you reckon that will pull in less viewers or more viewers? I'm not sure. Brighton will score Enciso 91st minute. You supporting City stupid? Yeah. More viewers 100%, do you reckon? Nah, I don't know. Until I get banned. De Ligt should start more often. Yeah, I mean, I think he will do. He's just, easing into the starting 11. And you could say, oh, well, Mazraoui isn't, but then again, we haven't got a fullback other than Mazraoui. So the only other option is to play Martinez as at left back, who he's never played there for United as far as I know. What are you talking about, commentary? Did Onana get the ball or did he get the player? He clearly got the ball, mate. United looking mid-table for sure. They're not though, are they? We've played better than Brighton in the first half. In the second half, to be fair, Brighton were playing better than us, and then we scored, and then it was all United. We should have got the equaliser. We should have got the We should have got the goal to go ahead, and it was just ridiculously bad luck for us not to be 2-1 up. So I think I'm happy with the way United have started this season. You know, we look a lot more resilient. We look a lot more difficult to play against going in defence. We look a lot more. We're not getting ran through the midfield like we were last season. We look a lot stronger defensively, and we've got players to come into that as well. So I'm a lot more positive about this season than what I was the last. You know, on the balance, United deserve to be in front, and this is away against Brighton. And granted, okay, we beat Brighton 3-0 last season away from home. Last game of the season, bit different. I think if that game actually mattered, it might have been a bit different. We will get top 6. I'm so confident that we're going to get top 6. By the way, Howard, that was no way getting. That was no way the keeper was saving that from Ahmad. It was going in the bottom corner, and then the defender had to get a touch on it, and he deflected it into his own net. Yeah. Or the commentary team blaming Xerxes. The mistake he made was sliding to try and get on the end of the ball. What? How is that a mistake? He was sliding to try and get on the end of the ball. Should he not have done that? Should he not have tried to get on the end of the cross? Should he just have been like, oh well, I'm not gonna try and slide to get on the end of the cross because there's a 0.001% chance that I'm gonna slide in, not have momentum's not going to be able to stop me, and Garnacho's going to kick the ball straight at me when I'm sliding in, and I'm going to lead to the goal being offside. Is he supposed to think that before he slides in? What a mental thing to put that on Xerxes, to put that as something that Xerxes should have, a mistake from Xerxes. That's mental. Top 6 and you're happy that... Oh. I think we'll get third. Not just top 6. I think we'll get third. Better pressing this season. Yeah, I agree, Josh. You will say not a chance. I mean, I fully expect people to say not a chance, but I'm confident, especially when we've got De Ligt and especially Yoro as well. We've just got a lot more breadth this season. I think, especially at the back. At the back was where our biggest issues lay. Why we were conceding so many chances. Even if this finishes at 1-1, I'm relatively positive about how this has gone. Relatively positive. We deserve to win, and I'll be disappointed that we didn't win. But in terms of how United have played, I would be positive. Hopefully, we can get the win here. Come on, then, Garnacho. Come on, Scotty boy. Garnacho, man. Where do I think George Russell? Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that I sound like George Russell, to be fair. More so than look. Where do you think Chelsea will finish? In between 8 and 6. or 8th and 5th. They're not going to get top 4. VR does dirty so many times, but that was offside. Yeah, it was 100%. It was offside, yeah. It's just one of those things, isn't it? It's unlucky. Who do you think would be a better partner for Martinez, De Ligt or Yoro? I think you need more than like the seasons. The seasons are getting longer. There's more and more games. With the additional minutes that there are as well, the seasons, it adds minutes to it. You need more than... You can't just have a centre-back partnership that you're going to play game in, game out. You can't have that. You need to have... United this season have got 4... Maguire's not a bad backup, especially if he's like 4th choice. It's like a 4th choice centre-back. Maguire's fantastic to have that level of a defender for a 4th choice. So if you've got Martinez, De Ligt and Lenny Yoro to like rotate between those 3 and then Maguire to come in as well, I don't think, I think that's great. I don't think the chances are one of them won't be fit. So you'll have to rotate. So I don't even think a question will have to come up about, okay, what is United if everyone's fit? Maybe it will. Hopefully it will, because competition is great. But in all likeliness, one of the 3 of Lenny Yoro, Martinez and De Ligt probably won't be fit, considering last season how we had Johnny Evans start the most games for United. So it's we just have more depth in that area, and that was our biggest problem last season. So we've solved that. Ineos, to be fair play coming in, they've solved the biggest issue of last season. I think another big issue that we still haven't solved is Casemiro and rotation with Casemiro. A player to come in, give competition to Casemiro, rotate with Casemiro. We need that. Anthony's come on now for Ahmad. You stopped cheering for United when Erik ten Hag behaved like crap towards Ronaldo. Wow. I've already given my thoughts on that. I'm not going to rehash that. Oh, that's handball, is it? No. Casemiro. Oh. I thought it was handball, to be fair, but it's obviously not. 7 minutes additional time. Nobody claimed for it other than Casemiro, so I don't think it was handball. Seven minutes additional time. Love that. He's already almost got an assist. What the fuck? Who's that? Anthony's coming on, yeah. Anthony is on. Come on, I want Scotty Boy to get the winner. That would be brilliant. If it's his last game, because Napoli really want Scotty Boy. Oh no, there's no way you're a United fan if what happened with Ronaldo, you were supporting United, and then what happened with Ronaldo has stopped you supporting United. Let's be honest, you didn't support United. Ronaldo signed, then you supported Ronaldo. Then you supported United because Ronaldo was playing for them, and then what happened with Ronaldo meant that you didn't support United after that. That's what, in reality, what would have happened. Not, I've supported United all my life, then Ten Hag and Ronaldo had a falling out, and I've stopped supporting United. That's not a situation that would ever happen. Mostly because Ten Hag was in the right there. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about Ronaldo. Christ, that was so many seasons ago. Like, fed up with talking about it literally every single stream. Xerxes trying to get it away. Ooh. Still 5 more minutes. Mikey, thank you for the follow. Do you think United are better than Liverpool and Villa? I think United over the course of a season could be better than Villa. due to like the Champions League football. I don't think Villa are going to reach the same heights, the same levels as what they did last season. Also, United beat Villa. I think we played Villa 3 times last season it was either the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, and twice in the league. We beat them 3 times out of 3 times. So yes, I do think United are better than Villa and can be this season over the season. And I think Liverpool have got a big question mark over them about. They seem to have started okay and oh my god, that's a strike. That looked like it was going top bins, but thankfully it's gone over the top. I think Liverpool have still got a big question mark. It's still early days. Okay, they look good in pre-season. They looked okay in their first match against Ipswich, which the first half, by the way, Ipswich matched them. Ipswich probably out with a better team in that first half. They got through that at the end, but we don't know. So yeah, I do think United can finish above both Villa and Liverpool this season. United has a question mark about Ten Hag. Yeah, well, yeah, that is true. That is true. Whether we can do that in the league, I don't think the question mark is as big as what people are saying. I do think Ten Hag deserves more credit than what people give him with 2 trophies in 2 seasons, but I do agree with the fact that can United do that in the league? But obviously, as a United fan, I'm going to think about what could happen and think positively towards United's season than not. So ball in, back stick. Oh, he's all free, man! What? Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. Why can we not mark them? They're lining up on the back post. Both goals have just been... Everyone just bloody put a bloody plastic paper bag bloody over the head. Like, literally, everyone's just closed their eyes. Open your bloody eyes, lads. Open your bloody eyes and look at the back post. Wan-Bissaka was the worst back post defender I've ever seen in my entire life. He gets transferred to Crystal Palace and we're still shit at defending the back post. Literally, I do not get it. Look how many players we have. Where's Casemiro? Casemiro, McTominay on the back post. Look, there's 2 players lining up on the back post. 2 players. That is mental. Why can you not look around? All you have to do is this. Just check over your shoulder. Check over your shoulder. For fuck's sake, man. Check over your shoulder, man. All you have to do, this. Look around. Okay, the ball's about to come in the box. The ball's about to come in the box. Okay, what should I do? I'm marking nobody. Okay, so the ball's about to come in the box. Oh, he's unmarked. Let me go bloody mark him. Why is nobody looking around? What a joke, man. It's mental. Like, just we're never going to achieve anything this season if we can't mark. It's the phases of play as well. It's like the initial ball comes in, say from like a corner or free kick or whatever. The initial ball comes in, and it's like, okay, we've got that away. We've headed it away. And then it's like everyone's high-fiving each other. Oh, yeah, that was a good header, wasn't it? Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So we've done our job now, so we can just switch off completely. Oh, but the second ball. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the second ball. We've already headed it away. Yeah, but it's gone to a Brighton player and he's just about to put it in the box again. Nah, don't worry about that. We've already got it away. It's mental. We mark the players for the first ball in, for the corner, the free kick, or whatever it is. We head it away, and then we just switch off. Whatever happens from that point on, we don't mark anybody. There was not 1 player, but 2 players on that back stick. Mental. Like, why can we not mark anyone? Christ. Oh, fuck off. What a joke, man. What a joke. Well, piss off, man. That's it. That's done. It's all over. So United lost the second game of the season. Positivity for this season. I mean, we're going into a game against Liverpool next, so the positivity will come right back if we win that game, but we should have won that. Fuck me. We should be 6 points, man. Should have won that. I mean, so unlucky Xerxes getting offside on the line. For large portions of that game, I thought we played really well. It's just frustrating. But we can't not mark players. We can't not mark players for the second ball on both goals. The marking was absolutely dog shit. We can't do that for both goals and expect change. We can't have that lapses of concentration in defence. You can't have that. You got to stay switched on for 90 minutes. You know, Saliba, Gabriel. You know, I think they can see there was the last goal, the least goals last season. They just the concentration for 90 minutes. We've had 2 lapses in concentration where the ball was gone in. One was a second ball. One was just an initial ball. And we're not marking. We're not marking anybody in the box. Martinez on the first one is marking the person on the back post instead of the guy that's literally on the penalty spot in front of him. Even though the ball has got to go through Danny Welbeck to get to the guy on the back stick. So if you're going to choose to mark anyone, you'd mark, you need to mark the person that further inside that's going to get the ball. That second one, we head the ball away. Okay, yeah, job done. The second ball. Nobody's thinking about the second ball. Everyone thinks their job's done. Everyone's just, tunnel vision, just looking forward, just pushing out instead of checking the shoulder, looking where the man is, looking where the Marcus is with the ball coming in. It's a joke. It doesn't matter how well the new signings come in and adjust. It doesn't matter if we get Ugarte in. Because from open play, United were very good today. Apart from, I guess, the first goal was sort of from open play. But it's just that defensive organisation that we really need to sort out. Wan-Bissaka's gone. He was the scapegoat for a lot of the crosses that came in on the back post that people were unmarked. Positionally, especially on the back post, he was the scapegoat. Well, look at that. In the dying minutes of the game. That's come back from the left-back position. That's sort of, I don't know where Delo is. I need to look at it back. But there was plenty of players around. United's box was packed with United players back, but nobody marking on the back post. It's a joke. Absolute joke. What a joke. Right, anyway, I'm going to do my match review. I appreciate everyone for watching. I'm going to give you a minute for everyone to follow me on TikTok. I'll give you a shout out if you do. Follow me on, subscribe to me on YouTube. That's RNA_deck. I've got big plans for both channels, so I would appreciate it. But yeah, I'll give you a shout out if you do. It's RNA_deck on YouTube. The link is in my TikTok bio. So if you send, if you go click the link in my TikTok bio, then click YouTube. It will send you to my link tree. Then click YouTube. Give me a subscribe on there. Big plans for this season. Would appreciate it. Give me a follow on TikTok as well. I'll give you a shout out. It is disappointing. I don't think we deserve to lose that match, especially after scoring what could have been the winner, but it got ruled out offside. It's just, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's disappointing. If we play Liverpool and win next week, then that positivity comes straight back. But we didn't deserve that. I was happy with the way that United played for the majority of that game. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. Undeserved, but it is what it is. If this was last season and we played how we did last season and lost against Brighton, I'd be a lot more despondent about if I cast my mind back to last season and the start that we had last season, it was just awful. And we were just getting played through, especially the midfield. This season doesn't feel like that. Oh my God, the live's disconnected again due to inactivity. What a joke. Why does it keep doing that? But anyway, I had 250 viewers in and it disconnects me due to inactivity. Piss off, man. Does my head in. What do you want me to do? I'm clearly not inactive, you bellend. Anyway, doesn't matter. I was going to end it anyway. But I appreciate you guys for watching. And thank you, fellas. Over to Liverpool next game. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be difficult. But I think I believe that we can win in that game. Disappointed about today. But for the future of Manchester United, this is a little bit of a blemish. A little bit of a blemish, but I think we're heading in a positive direction. And for the most part of the game, I'm surprised I'm this optimistic given that we just lost. But for the majority of the game, I think we were in it. I think we deserved to win that game, actually, to be honest, on the balance. So appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Thanks a lot.